Bourbon. Belts. Blockbusters. You are listening to the Triple B Podcast. Let's fucking go.
Welcome back to the Triple B Podcast, Bourbon, Belts, and Blockbusters. We got a supersized bonus episode. We got a twofer. We got Saturday night's main event, and we also got Women's Evolution 2025. Number two. So, let's get right into the prediction, shall we? So, let's go Saturday night's main event. We're just going to list these in whatever order. Don't know how it's going to be on the show, but let's start with Solo versus Big Jim, a.k.a. Jimmy Uso. Who do you got winning?
Going Big Jim.
Big Jim winning the U.S. Championship.
I'm going Big Jim. Give it to him. Push him. He needs it. I know it's not going to happen, but that's what I want, so I'm predicting it. Because apparently what I've been saying comes to fruition.
It's true. I
want Big Jim. Give me Big Jim.
I really want Big Jim to win, but
Solo just doesn't work as a champion.
Solo taking 2 losses back-to-back weeks. I don't think he's going to take a third one with his MFT group now, so I'm going with Solo on this one.
Yeah. I know you're probably going to be right, but
I'm
rooting for Big Jim.
I would love to be wrong.
I can't root against Big Jim. Push him like he did Jay. He deserves it.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Next up, Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton.
I'm going Drew McIntyre. I think Drew takes the win.
I'm going Drew as well. I think he deserves the win. He needs a big win. Plus, this looks like it's leading to a tag match at SummerSlam, so we got to get some heel action to build to a big face win at SummerSlam, right?
And I feel like this also kind of can push that narrative of Randy Orton continuing to come up short.
Yes,
which
true.
is, I think, eventually going to lead to a little something.
And I want that.
Yes.
I want that as well. All right. LA Knight versus Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins is going to win. Unfortunately, I want LA Knight to win. He needs to win. He should be winning everything. They should be pushing him to the fucking moon. But there's no way Seth Rollins loses this fucking match. There's going to be some form of interference and dirtiness. And I can't imagine Seth Rollins taking a clean loss here.
I agree.
So.
I'm going with Seth Rollins as well. I don't think you can have him lose.
Now,
here.
can we put an asterisk if Seth Rollins does technically lose the match due to disqualification of his dudes coming in and just beating the living shit out of LA Knight? Can we take that as like Seth Rollins is still winning the night type of thing? You know what I mean? Like, Seth Rollins is coming out on top here.
Yeah.
If it's a loss by DQ,
what if
we get it?
What if Roman Reigns comes back and beats Seth Rollins? How do we take, like, Seth Rollins technically wins too, because that would be DQ as well. So
True.
Either way, Seth Rollins is winning the night.
Yep.
And lastly, and unless they add a last second match, I only saw 4, which I think is better because this is a 2-hour show, not a 3-hour show. Gunther versus Goldberg for the World Heavyweight Championship. We've talked about this on the show, and I cannot do this alone weekly without you. So, who do you got winning?
You already know my answer. It's Gunther. If Gunther loses, I quit.
I got Gunther winning as well, just because I cannot say the Goldberg winning because I do not want any part of speaking that into fruition. It's got to be Gunther.
It has to be Gunther.
This is a retirement match. Goldberg cannot win.
You can't inexplicably end Jey Uso's title reign that quickly for what still has seemed like no fucking reason, and then allowed Jey to essentially drop off the fucking face of the earth by just getting his ass kicked each week. To have it all be the end game, Goldberg winning the fucking championship in this day and age. No.
It better not be.
It's fucked up if that happens. So Gunther all the way.
Gunther all the way. So we got one variation on that, right?
Yeah, we both went Drew, Seth, Gunther. So yeah, I went Big Jim and you went Solo. So chances are likely you're gonna win, but I'm rooting for Big Jim.
Knowing my luck, you'll win. I do not got good luck with this stuff. So that brings us over to Evolution card. We got quite a bit of matches on this one.
Yeah,
so,
it's a big fucking card. How long is it? Is this a 3-hour show?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
I think so. But here we go. Going down the card. We got Jade Cargill versus Naomi. Who's winning?
No one cares. Move on.
Oh, you gotta choose.
I mean, it should be Naomi.
But it's not gonna be. The Money in the Bank winner has to go on a losing streak. They always do.
I know, you're right. It's going to be Jade.
Seth Rollins is the exception because he got this big bad group now.
Yeah, it's going to be Jade.
Jade Cargill's winning. Thank you. All right. You might not... You'll know who Jordan Grace is.
I know who JC Jane is, too.
Okay. All right.
She shocked the world when she won the title. I know
Hey,
things. I know things.
I like it. JC Jane versus Jordan Grace for the NXT Women's Championship.
Thank you, Michael Cole. Thank you, Michael Cole, for explaining that on SmackDown. I mean, I don't know. Jordan Grace, I feel like, has she held the actual NXT Women's Championship
No,
yet?
but she's gone for it. So I think this is her third try. So
I'm going Jordan Grace.
I think this is the one where Jordan Grace wins as well.
She should be the champ, and it probably doesn't need to be a super long run either because she should probably get moved up to the main roster immediately. So.
Yeah.
But she needs to win the main NXT Women's Championship before moving into the main roster, I think.
I agree.
So like you got to give that to her, I think.
I think Jordan Grace fits the win here. No disrespect to JC Jane, but she's not what I pictured in the card. She's like the Jinder Mahal of winning the title. Like I did not expect it.
Yeah.
She took the title off of Stephanie Vaquer. So, anyways.
Yeah.
Raquel Rodriguez, Roxanne Perez versus Kabuki Warriors versus, I'm calling it Royal Bliss, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss versus Sol Ruca and Zarya for the women's tag team titles. You got winning.
Royal Bliss all the way.
I'm going Royal Bliss too. I just think it will help feed the story of Judgment Day and Liv coming back eventually. I can't see Kabuki Warriors or Sol Ruca or Zarya winning. It's got to be Royal Bliss to help build their story going on SmackDown.
Yep.
It'll bring eyes to the championship too, if done right. They probably won't, but I'll still give it a little hope. All right. This one's a little tough because I don't know a lot of the contestants. I know Stephanie Vaquer is in it, and Nikki Bella is in it. But the Battle Royal for the chance at a title match at Clash in Paris. Do you have any guesses on who wins it?
Stephanie Vaquer.
I say Nikki Bella. That hype video, like, cemented my answer for the one they showed for
Hype
Nikki Bella.
Video?
Yeah, they.
You mean the one of her talking?
Yes, exactly.
About a lot of just nothingness that mattered or resonates with fans?
I agree.
The Bella Army? Shut the fuck up.
I agree.
You were relevant for like the worst time frame of wrestling history. The reality era. Yeah. Shut the fuck up. Move on. Nobody cares.
Do I hope Stephanie wins? Yes. That's ultimately who I want to win, so I hope you're right in that aspect. Next up, Becky Lynch versus Lyra Valkyria versus Bayley for the women's IC title match. Who do you got?
This one, I think, is the toughest one for me because I definitely don't think Lyra's winning.
No.
It's really tough for me to pick between the other two because I could easily see them putting this title on Bayley as well to just continue to push the importance of the championship, right? Mm-hmm. Like, Bayley and Becky are two of the number one females in the last fucking 15 years of WWE. Now both as like the first two of the first 3 IC title holders. But I could also see them being like Becky with the title right now is too fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going Becky retains.
I'm going Becky retains. I think she pins Lyra, or Lyra is the one that loses this match, and it leads to Bayley Becky at SummerSlam.
Yeah, I agree. And I think Becky wins off of Bayley's move.
Ooh, that's a good, yeah.
As much as I hate Bayley's move, I feel like Bayley will hit the fucking Rose plant and then Becky throws her out and pins her type thing.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's a very
That
heel
type
move.
of- yeah.
Becky retains, setting up match for SummerSlam. That's a great match, so I like it. We got Tiffany Stratton versus Trish Stratus. Tiffy versus Trishy for the Women's Championship. Who do you got?
Tiffany Stratton.
Tiffany Stratton.
You cannot put the title on Trish Stratus here.
It would be cool for one moment for her, but
It would
no.
it would
But
it would no.
It's a cool match in idea as an idea, but it didn't have enough build for it, like we've said on previous episode. But Tiffany Stratton's winning this.
Yes.
And that brings us to Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky for the Women's World Championship. The story behind this is Rhea has never beat Io one-on-one. Who do you got winning this?
It needs to be Rhea. I'm going Rhea.
I am going Rhea Ripley as well.
Yeah, it needs to be Rhea. Rhea needs to be the world world champion. Io definitely needs to not be the world champion. I will say that. There has been almost nothing good about this reign.
I would have disagreed with you when Io first won this, but since WrestleMania, they literally have done nothing with her.
Her reign has been almost the equivalent of the New Day's last reign as tag title.
Absolutely. She disappeared off the face of the earth after WrestleMania and did nothing. Rhea is the big one here. She's gonna win it and go on to SummerSlam for some kind of match.
Yeah, I think we need to put Mommy back on top so that we can start making this division a little more relevant again and a little more interesting. That's my take.
That's our takes on the predictions.
We'll be back after both shows.
We are back post-show of Women's Evolution, and holy smokes, what a show. What a freaking show that was. We're here to talk about the results, to go over our predictions, our thoughts on the shows, and then ultimately give our 3 bells of each show.
Yes.
And where we think this might be going in the next couple weeks. So
yeah.
Let's get right into Saturday night main event. We start with Solo versus Big Jim for the U.S. Championship. I think overall the match was kind of what I expected it to be. Nothing crazy, nothing special or anything. And Solo wins this one. And I know you were pulling for Big Jim in this. So
I was pulling for Big Jim. I think he needs to be pushed. I think he's way better than they give him credit for. And, the fact that now, like, Solo has held singles gold, Jay has held singles gold, Roman has, Jacob has, and Jimmy still hasn't. The only titles he's ever held are the tag titles.
Exactly.
And I think that's disrespectful. I think it's wrong. So
yeah,
I was rooting for Big Jim, and it did not go the way I wanted it to because Solo's goons got involved as per usual.
But we got a returning Jacob Fatu.
Yes, we did.
I mean, I know this furthers the new bloodline civil war, what they're doing, but we got a cool standoff between Jacob and Tala
Tonga.
And so that just shows you we've talked about him a million times, but everyone's excited about Jacob Fatu and all the potential matches he can have.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
It seems endless for the guy, and everyone is just all on it. So I like that part of it.
I just came up with an easy way to say the names without getting them confused. Talamanga.
Talamanga.
Longa.
Talamanga.
Talamanga Longa. Because then you cover Tamatonga, Talatonga, and Tongaloa.
You get
Talamanga Longa.
I love it.
That's good. We're
Yeah.
good. They should have just kept his name as Hikuleo.
I know.
Why did they have to make it confusing?
Because I don't know. I really don't know. But again, we get Solo winning. He retains the U.S. Championship. I thought that was what was going to happen. It did. So I go up 1-0. You go down 0-1.
Yep.
That brings us over to Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton. And surprise, surprise, Randy Orton wins.
I know.
I did not see that coming.
Me either. I 100% thought Drew was going to win this.
And yeah, again, Randy Orton's feeding into this back injury. It makes for an easy target in the match and easy to talk about on the announce table. But it's not my favorite thing. I don't like that. That's where.
Yeah.
Like, is that going to be the rest of his career now? Is just going after the back?
Always talking about it. I know.
You know,
I agree. I didn't pay as much attention to it until you mentioned it on the podcast yesterday, and then they were talking that it happened on the show, and I was like, "Fuck, he's right." And it was just like
it kind of. I don't know.
Kind of constant. I blame Wade Barrett.
Yeah,
I blame Wade Barrett for most issues on SmackDown. So
yeah. It wasn't a bad match. Wasn't a great match or anything. I really definitely thought Drew McIntyre deserved the win here. He needs a win. The guy is just so good. And like you were talking about, I thought, it would be just a good chance for Randy to continue this just loss, going into a loss and everything. So, but this further drives what we were talking about on our show was that this is leading to a SummerSlam match, obviously, with Randy Orton, Jelly Roll versus Drew and
RK Roll.
RK Roll? Yeah.
They said that.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they said it backstage when they decided to do the SummerSlam match.
I missed that part. Yeah.
Randy Orton was like, RK Roll? RK Roll.
You can literally just name any tag team with
RK,
his initials.
And it works.
And it does. So, but I thought the Claymore that Jelly Roll took was awesome.
That was solid.
He took it clean.
The punch he gave to Logan looked great.
That was good. That was really. I was like, oh, the toss was a little.
The toss on Saturday Night's Main Event was better than Friday, though.
Yes, for sure.
The Friday one was like a really big build-up, made it look like he was going to do something, which he's choke-slammed Austin Theory before, so I don't know why he didn't just choke-slam
I was hoping for the choke-slam last night, for sure.
It was kind of just like by the hair and then just a big throw, and I was like, that was anticlimactic. But at least the throw was like he actually picked him up off of him and threw him.
Yeah.
And then the punch. And I was like, let's go.
The punch was solid.
But I was not expecting him to eat the Claymore.
I know. That came out of nowhere, and I was like, oh. Yeah. So, all right.
Do you think Jelly Roll is just like, dude, don't pull, let's go?
I want to say yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because he's like, just do what you would normally do, and he's like, I'll try to protect myself the best I can.
Yeah,
that type of thing.
Yeah,
that's what I would do if I was in that situation.
Yeah.
I would just be like, dude, no, do what you guys normally do. Let's make it look the best we possibly can. I don't want to make it look fake.
Yeah,
because I'm a singer. No,
100% agree. Yeah. I thought that was well done. All right, that brings us to. Oh, well, I guess we both said Drew McIntyre would win that. So you're 0-2. Yep. I'm 1-2. Now that brings up
Saturday Night's Main Event was not my night.
LA Knight versus Seth Rollins. I know you were pulling for LA Knight here.
I was.
But we ultimately agreed that Seth Rollins was going to win the night. And we even gave a lot of scenarios where he could lose, but he still wins the night. unfortunately,
none of it happened.
none of that happened. Seth Rollins gets injured, what looks legitimate.
I was going to ask, like, do you think it was actually real?
I keep going back at like...
I can't imagine if it was actually a real injury that they would have let him eat the BFT then.
Yeah. Yeah, because,
You know what I mean? Like,
they've ended matches before, right?
Because of injury.
Because of injury.
Absolutely.
Maybe Seth said he could do it. Like,
I mean, they ended just a few weeks ago. They ended Liv Morgan's match because of the injury, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe Seth was like, I fucked it up, but I can let me eat the BFT and end the match type thing, maybe, I guess. But
I mean, we'll get into him more in just a second. But I mean, watching him set up for the springboard swanton, it looked like he was overthinking it, like maybe it was a planned spot, because it just seemed really long for that to happen, and then the springboard moonsault that he landed. But I mean, the way it ended so quickly, I feel like it's a legit injury.
Yeah.
I think overall the match was gonna steal the night. Like, it was easily,
I agree. It was awesome.
It was great leading up into that moment, and then the injury happened, and you could tell LA Knight wasn't too happy. Like, I read some reports that possibly LA Knight was supposed to win, and then this was going to lead to a cash-in later that night from Rollins, but obviously plans have changed. That's just rumors going around on the internet.
I hope Seth's not actually injured and out for a while, because that would... The kind of run he's been on with this group and everything, that would really...
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to call the guy out, but the guy has had knee issues. Why are you trying to do a springboard moonsault and land it?
Yeah. You know? Go to your stomach to land it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, go to your stomach and eat the miss that way.
Yeah. I mean, no, he's a hell of an athlete, and it was just a freak accident, and hopefully it's just a tweak and not serious, but I'm sure there's more to come on that.
Yeah.
So LA Knight wins. We were both wrong on that as well. And so that puts me at 1-3 and you at 0-3 so far for the night.
I'm on a hot streak.
Which brings us to the main event. This was Gunther versus Goldberg in his final match.
Yeah.
This was his final match, his retirement match. It was in Atlanta. The crowd was hot for him. I had very, very low expectations for this match. And you went on record saying you would basically quit the show if he won. And I believe you would, for sure. But I got to say, the match exceeded my expectations.
100%. I 100% agree.
I want to give Goldberg his props.
Yes, absolutely. You could tell that he worked his ass off to do this match and put on a good last match.
Yeah.
Because he's gone on record multiple times in different, platforms and stuff saying that he doesn't want his last match to be remembered as his previous match, which was at Taker and Saudi.
Yeah.
Right? And so it's like, you could tell that he was like, all right, I gotta do this well and do it right. And they put on a really good match. And the nice thing too was it didn't feel like it was Gunther having to like outperform to make it that way.
No, 100%.
Goldberg straight carried his own.
Yeah.
Was it Goldberg of 1999, whatever? Yeah. No. But it was still like he did a good job.
Yeah. No,
they put on a good match.
100%. It actually, I was very entertained, and I think like you almost have to with Seth Rollins going out within like that match ending abruptly. You cannot go out and have a stinker to follow that.
Absolutely.
And
yeah, for sure. I didn't even think about that, like the combo. So
but just the cool like callbacks to like everyone that was part of his like his security entourage. And then Charles Robinson being the referee of the match and being a ref for so many of his matches, and then just being able to do the the jackhammer. It was
dope.
It was really cool to see.
And it was good too.
Yeah,
it was a good jackhammer. I liked it.
I held my breath and I was like,
don't kill Gunther. Don't kill Gunther. Don't kill Gunther.
Don't kill him, and just pull it off. And he sure did. Was it his best one? No, but it definitely was his best in a long time. So overall, decent match. Gunther wins. We both predicted that. So I go 2 for 4. You go 1 for 4.
I got one on the books.
Hell yeah. Overall, I think it was a decent show. I mean, I thought there was some fun to it. I like that there was only 4 matches, whereas versus the 5 that they have been doing.
Yeah.
Because it definitely has felt rushed.
Yeah, and it allowed this to actually, unfortunately, obviously with the Seth Rollins, I'm sure it probably would have been extended even farther, right? But it allowed them to actually have like building moments in matches.
Yeah.
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 And it was nice.
Exactly. All right, that brings us over to Women's Evolution. We started off the night hot with the IC title triple threat match between Becky, Lyra, and Bayley. We called it in the predictions and just said this match was going to be a banger, and it didn't disappoint. This match had some great spots. I mean, let's just call it the night was incredible.
Yeah.
The whole night of Evolution
the whole show was great.
Awesome. But yes, great start to the show. Becky wins the match here. No big surprise there. He almost called it like spot for spot at the end of this match. Yeah, I know.
I said Bayley was going to hit the rose plant, and then Becky was going to
push her
throw her out of the ring or something and get the pin because of Bayley's move.
Yeah.
But Bayley hits the rose plant, goes for the pin. Becky hits a pretty cool, almost parkour-esque
backslide.
roll up backslide. Yeah. And
gets the
win over Bayley. So
and
I was really close to calling it step for step there, but
and I think we said that because it's going to lead to Becky versus Bayley, and I think what you said during the show was this kind of does feed that because it wasn't a dominant win over Bayley.
It wasn't a clean cut hit the manhandle slam for the 1, 2, 3, right? It was a let Bayley get Lyra out of the way and then sneak a roll up pin.
Yeah.
To finish the match, right?
Which I'm good for building the feud through that
Same.
method. And so I'm really excited for that potential. I think that would be a great match for SummerSlam. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
Next up, we got JC Jane versus Jordan Grace for the NXT Women's Championship match. We both said Jordan Grace was going to win this one, and lo and behold, JC Jane wins.
Yeah.
She wins in a shocker. I thought for sure Jordan Grace going for the title for the third time. Third time was the charm. But then Blake Monroe turns on Jordan and costs her the match at the end there. Very solid match. JC Jane is just sneaking out some good wins now and building quite the resume as the NXT Women's Champ, especially for being called probably one of the weakest NXT Women's champions ever. So I don't know. I've been starting to like her reign, but I did think it was time for Jordan Grace to win it here. So we'll see where this goes now.
Someone that doesn't really watch NXT regularly, I see clips and videos and stuff online, but I don't really watch the show. The match cooked. It was awesome. It was a really good match. But yeah, was shocked to just know that this is the third time Jordan Grace is now challenged for the title, and they once again have book her to lose. So, like I said during the show, I was like, it's kind of an interesting way for you to try to prop up what's supposed to, potentially who's like your number one talent on your brand.
Yeah, exactly.
It's an interesting way to go about it. That's what I was thinking. But nonetheless, it was a great match, and JC Jane came out on top.
Yeah. And just to rewind and kind of tally back up our predictions so far. So we both said Becky was going to win. So that
1 for 1
1 for 1 there. And then JC Jane winning. That puts us both at 1 and 2.
Yep.
Next up, we got the women's tag team title match that was going to have Raquel Rodriguez, Roxanne Perez versus the Kabuki Warriors versus Royal Bliss versus Sol Ruca and Zarya. And lo and behold, Raquel and Roxanne win this one. We both said Royal Bliss was going to win this, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. This match was another solid one. It just...
really cool moments.
Had really cool moments in this, and Raquel looked dominant, especially at the end of this match.
Yeah, I think that's what I like the most about this match and having them win this to retain. Because, I don't know that anybody was expecting them to retain the titles.
Yeah.
I thought, you kind of could have gone with a, foregone conclusion that they were going to lose.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you do have them win this. And what I like about it is they did it dominantly.
Exactly.
It wasn't just like a typical heel did some heelish shit and then snuck out a win or anything like that. It was they straight up came back into the match and cleaned house and then ended it with a cleaned house dominantly.
Yeah.
So
now what they got to do with this is keep the momentum going for these tag titles.
Yeah.
It finally is getting some light. And I hope it's not just for this show.
Keep these tag teams together
to
push for these titles.
You got 4 teams. We went from having 2 tag teams to
4. One of which I still don't agree is an actual tag team, and that's Maxine and Natty.
Oh, yep. So now we're up to 5 tag teams right now. So let's keep it going. I like where this could go with Raquel, Roxanne, and then Liv Morgan down the road.
Yeah.
It does keep that storyline intact. So I do like that part of this. So very solid match. So that puts us 1 for 3.
1 for 3
on this show so far. Next up, we got Jade and Naomi in a no holds barred match with special guest referee Bianca Belair. I'm going to be honest. I thought this was going to be the stinker match of the night. I think
that would have been
a fair
estimation.
assessment, especially with our past on calling these two. But actually, it delivered. I thought they brought the carnage in this match, and Naomi came out looking beat up as hell.
Yeah,
Jade wins this one. I thought maybe that there could be a Bianca turn in there, but she called it right down the line. She definitely didn't look like super happy that Jade won, but also wasn't pulling for Naomi either. No. So I think she was
more lenient in her referee due diligence of checking on the competitors towards Jade.
True, very true.
She was definitely more worried about Jade throughout the match.
Yeah, exactly. But match delivered. Jade Cargill wins from this with whatever her move is called, off the top rope through the table. That was quite the spot. Jaded, yeah. Right. That was a cool spot. Dangerous spot.
Anytime somebody goes through a table like this, I always just imagine something going catastrophically wrong and one of their legs just getting broken.
Yeah.
Anytime you would see Bubba hit the Bubba bomb through a table, I always thought that. I'm like, what if the table doesn't break where you want it to, and then your leg snaps in half? You know what I mean? I don't know. I just don't like it. Always freaks me out. But it was brutal. It was a brutal match.
It was a brutal one. I think that wraps up that feud, or at least it seems like it does.
It should.
Next up,
that puts us at 2 for 4?
2 for 4.
Both 2 for 4 because we both picked Jade in that?
Yes, we did. All right. The women's championship match, Tiffany Stratton versus Trish Stratus. Tiffy and Trishy time. Trish Stratus still got it.
Dude, She looked great.
She looked fantastic in this match. Tiffany strong in the ring as well. I thought this was probably my biggest surprise match of the night. Just how good Trish did. I thought this match could have been a quick one. It wasn't going to be bad by any means, but I thought it was going to be quick. It was a solid, decent match, full match, and had great spots. Both got their finishers done, kicking out, and ultimately Tiffany Stratton wins this one. It was a solid match.
Yeah.
Very solid.
Really good. It was really cool to see Trish, 16 years after the last time she, or the first time she has challenged for the world title, 16 years after she vacated it.
Yeah.
Or
19 years, 2006. 2006.
That's right. 19
said.
years.
Yeah,
19 years after she vacated it in 2006. And it's just to see her be able to still just go out and tear the house down, especially against somebody like Tiffany Stratton, who is literally like the face of the women's division now, kind of, you know what I mean? And she's not only that right now, but she is also the future because she's only 25 or whatever, and she's so good in the ring. And for her to be able to come back and hold her own in that situation at almost 50 years old, right, is pretty impressive.
It's impressive, and this was her first singles match in forever, they said.
Yeah, I mean the last one would have been the cage match against Becky, right?
Yeah. So I mean, it's
which would have been over probably close to 2 years ago now. It would have been over a year ago because Becky was gone for over a year.
Yeah, true.
Right? So yeah.
Thank you, Trish.
Yeah, that was great.
It was good. And is this the last time we see her? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It was an interesting kind of farewell little celebration at the end.
Yeah, felt like it, but the announcer said, kind of left it ambiguous too. So we'll see.
That puts us each at 3 for 5.
3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
All right. We got the Battle Royal. So this is for a title match at Clash in Paris. We had 20 contestants. We're not going to list all of them, but you picked Stephanie Vaquer to win this one, and I picked Nikki Bella. Nikki Bella made it to the Final Four.
She did.
Stephanie Vaquer
also made it to the Final Four.
Made it to the final one.
Yeah.
Because she won this one.
She did.
And
I got the win there.
And well deserved. Like I said on the prediction shows, I want Stephanie to win. And I just thought, just with that promo, I thought they were going to give it to Nikki there. So definitely love that Stephanie won. She's well deserving. It's going to be a great match, whoever she ends up going against at Clash in Paris. The only thing I didn't like in this whole entire show was pretty much the worm spot from Maxine. And
once again, Natty and Maxine coming in clutch to just make us wish they weren't on our TV screens.
They just got to stop that spot. And so just little...
Not only is the spot just not good, but they're so bad at it.
Yeah.
Like, Maxine's terrible at it.
Yep.
At least when Otis does it, it's like... He does it good, especially for being like 400-pound fucking bowling ball, right?
Exactly.
Like, I don't know. Scotty Too Hottie. Leave it at Scotty Too Hottie. Yeah. No one else needs to do it.
We don't need the worm. I will say, having Lash Legend be the runner-up in this match was a surprise, and it was so good because she is going to be a big star.
Yes.
Why she's not on the main roster yet, I don't know.
I don't know, man.
But again, she's proven her worth on this show.
Yeah.
It was a great final two there. I like the bouncy or whatever Wade Barrett was calling it to close out the match, where bouncing her head, dropping her off the side of the ring.
Oh yeah, well, isn't that called the Devil's Kiss?
Yeah. But Wade Barrett was calling it bouncy or something.
Well,
I mean,
that's Wade Barrett for you.
Yep.
That's not surprising.
So yeah, Stephanie Vaquer wins.
That puts me at 4 for 6 and puts you at 3 for 6.
Yes, it does. That brings us to the main event of this show.
Yes,
I thought, leading up into this moment, Becky, Lyra, and Bayley were the match to beat.
Hard to beat.
We thought that could be the match of the night. Rhea and Io tear the house down in their match.
How brutal they are on each other was, and I said this while we were watching it, that it's like they are, and I kind of always have been, like seemingly friends off screen, and even had their moments of what has seemed to be friendship and at least mutual respect for each other on screen.
Yeah.
They were absolutely not holding anything back. They were beating the living shit out of each other, dude. The fucking
Razor's Edge.
That was like the most brutal Razor's Edge we've ever seen.
God,
it was so stiff. And then to follow it immediately up, she hits the Razor's Edge and then just immediately picks Io up into a fucking just devastating sit down powerbomb. Was like, what the hell?
I know.
It was crazy.
And then Io's powerbomb to Rhea on the outside of the ring.
Powerbomb to the floor outside.
And
my Lord.
And then when Rhea smashed Io against the barricade and
the dive off the fucking equipment boxes out in the
she got such a beautiful crossbody.
Yeah,
she just
it was
flies
wild.
And
then you have the Spanish fly off the top rope.
Yep.
Which essentially ends up being the end of the match.
Yep. Because we get Naomi cashing in her women's Money in the Bank, making this a triple threat match, and she gets the win over Io.
She wins it.
She wins the championship. She is the women's world champion now.
The women's world champ.
Did not have that on my bingo card.
No, that was shocking, and I think it was shocking in a good way.
Yes.
Right? It's one of those where I feel like, especially over the years, like the Money in the Bank cash-in has become fairly predictable. This one was actually, it was like, oh shit, this is happening.
I was like, well, what the hell?
Because there's no storyline here. There's nothing. She's just cashing in, literally doing what the briefcase is for.
Yeah.
It's taking that opportunistic moment and literally cashing in.
Creating a moment. I think that's what kind of has been missing from the Money in the Bank, is just having that Seth Rollins cashing in at WrestleMania moment. And this felt like that moment, because you just had these two women tear down the house.
Yep.
And she comes in right at the nick of time.
Yeah.
Her character is like this caution. Naomi is awesome.
Yeah.
And
I like it.
I think it's fitting. Now this gives new feuds on Raw, because now she's the women's champion on Raw.
Yep.
I thought for sure she was going to cash it in at SummerSlam, and that did not happen. So again, that unpredictability to it all. So we both got that wrong. So
yes,
you're 4 for 7, and I'm 3 for 7 on that.
Which, if we tally up both nights, that means I am. Wait, I was 4 for 7. You were 3 for 7. So 4 plus 2. So I was 6 for 11, and you were 3. No, 4. I was 4 plus. Sorry, 4 plus 1 was 5 for 11.
Yeah,
you were
and I was
3
2,
plus 2 is 5 for 11.
Yeah, we're tied.
So we're tied across both nights of essentially PLE.
I think this is the worst we've done collectively.
Yes. Yeah. 10 out of 22 possibilities is not good for us.
But I think us not having good results means it was unpredictable night.
Especially when we across the board, there was only 2 matches that we disagreed on.
Yeah.
Right. So when typically I feel like when we're like in agreement on matches, it's usually like that tends to be what happens.
Yeah.
Right. Because we can read shit pretty well. So the fact that we had that many that we were in agreement on that were wrong is good on you, Paul.
Yeah. I think it makes it fun when I'm wrong, just because that means it's not going the way that I predicted.
It's not predictable. It's keeping it fresh and new, and enjoyable.
Exactly. Final thoughts on both nights before you go into it? Just any favorite match of the two nights?
Oh God, Rhea versus Io.
Yeah.
I think has to be there.
Yeah, Rhea versus
that match.
Io.
Even with the finish with Naomi cashing in, like everything, I think it was perfect.
Would you consider that to be a match of the year candidate? Because I would.
Yeah, I think so.
I think that exceeds
so for sure.
Jay's and Cody's match. To me, it did, and that's it.
Or then Jay and Seth though too, and that match was killer.
That match was killer too. I would definitely put this in the running for match of the year candidate. Though.
Yeah, absolutely. The match was fantastic.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think just like final thoughts on both nights is all in all, I think Evolution was the stronger show.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I mean, it was a 3-hour show, over 3-hour show, had 7 matches on it. Where Saturday Night's Main Event's only 2-hour show and had 4 matches, but still, yeah. Typically, and it's a new age that we're living in, but typically, if you were to just look at it for face value and see a women's card versus men's card, you're assuming the men's card is going to be better.
Yeah. It was not.
And it wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't. The women at Evolution, they absolutely, from start to finish, tore the house down.
Yeah.
Outside of Maxine and Natty. But everyone else absolutely, like, fucking rocked it. So
yeah.
I think Evolution was a stronger show all around.
Yeah. I got to say, again, just bravo to Goldberg.
Yeah.
Happy retirement. You surprised me. You put on a good match and kept me entertained. And enjoy your retirement.
Yeah.
And then bravo to all the women of WWE because that show was incredible. And that's what I got. I will say the Rhea Io storyline can now continue. That Rhea has not beat Io.
Never beat her. Yeah.
So we'll hear about that, I'm sure, down the road again.
Yeah.
So, no, I'm just kidding. All right. Let's go over to the 3 bells. Let's start with Saturday night's main event. What would you give that out of 3 bells?
1.25. I'm going 1.25 because the Goldberg-Gunther match was good.
Mm-hmm.
It was solid. I enjoyed it. It was surprising. The Seth and LA Knight match was obviously the match of the night, even with the injury. I think it was still the match of the night.
Yeah.
But with the Seth injury and the abrupt finish to the match and obviously not going the way they wanted it to, gotta knock it a peg there.
Yeah.
I think Solo Jimmy could have been an NXT match.
Yeah.
Or not even. NXT is usually better, right? It could have been like a Sunday night heat match.
Oh, there you go.
It was just kind of like
Yeah.
And then McIntyre Orton was just, I think, good.
Yeah.
It was nothing special. Not really what you would have expected out of these two, I don't think. Especially with the history that these two have together. It was probably one of, if not their weakest match together.
Yeah.
While it was still a decent match.
Yeah.
So I'm going 1.25. I don't. It was nothing special.
Yeah. And I was thinking the same thing. So I'm going to join you as well with that 1.25. And it's mainly because Goldberg surprised me and really pushed it. The Solo Jimmy could have been a SmackDown match, for sure. And the Drew and Randy was just built to build their tag match at SummerSlam. I think with those two, with however long we have Randy Orton, you got to deliver some good matches with him. So that's what I would give that. Let's go over to Women's Evolution.
4. I'm going 4 out of 3.
I was going to give it a 5. I was definitely going above 3 because from start to finish.
The show delivered, absolutely. It was It was like, it's one of the best PLEs from start to finish, especially considering the fact that there were 7 matches and every match delivered.
Yeah, absolutely.
Every single match delivered. There wasn't a like disappointing match in any way, shape, or form.
Nope.
Even, there were certain moments throughout the Battle Royal, but that's Battle Royals and Royal Rumbles.
That one's hard to do.
And there's always sloppy moments in that. No matter who the competitors are, no matter what the year is, no matter what the situation is, there's sloppy moments. So you got to kind of just take that on the chin. But still considering that, there were very, very, very few of those moments in that match.
Yeah.
And it was just all around a strong, just start to finish show. So yeah, I'm definitely above and beyond 3 bells on that one.
Absolutely. Just again, kudos to them. They tore the house down. The crowd was hot. It was just a great night for wrestling tonight. So
yep,
there you have it.
Alrighty.
All right, man.
Yeah, man. We'll see you guys next week.